Many scholars and researchers have debated the parentage of the great hero Perseus in Greek mythology. The ancient myth tells us that Perseus was the son of Zeus and Danaë, the daughter of Acrisius of Argos. However, some have suggested that Perseus may actually be the son of Poseidon, the god of the sea. The story of Perseus is one of great adventure and heroism. According to the ancient myth, Danaë's father, King Acrisius, received a prophecy that his daughter's son would one day kill him. In an attempt to prevent this prophecy from coming true, Acrisius locked Danaë in a bronze chamber. However, Zeus, who had taken a fancy to Danaë, visited her in the form of a shower of gold and impregnated her with Perseus. When Acrisius discovered that Danaë had given birth to a son, he cast them both into the sea in a wooden chest. They eventually washed up on the island of Seriphos, where they were taken in by the fisherman Dictys. It was on Seriphos that the story of Perseus truly began. As he grew into a young man, he was commanded by King Dictys to bring him the head of the Gorgon Medusa. With the help of the gods and various magical artifacts, Perseus was able to successfully slay Medusa and use her head as a weapon in his future adventures. He also went on to rescue the princess Andromeda from a sea monster, winning her hand in marriage as a reward. Given the heroic exploits of Perseus, it is understandable that there would be speculation about his divine parentage. Some have suggested that his extraordinary abilities and accomplishments could only be explained by having a god as a parent. While the myth clearly states that Zeus is his father, there are some who argue that Poseidon may actually be the true father of Perseus. Poseidon, as the god of the sea, seems to have a strong connection to the story of Perseus. In many versions of the myth, it is said that Perseus was helped by the gods in his quest to slay Medusa and rescue Andromeda. These divine interventions, particularly those related to the sea, could be seen as evidence of Poseidon's involvement in Perseus's birth and adventures. Additionally, the hero's association with the sea, such as his exile on the island of Seriphos and his rescue of Andromeda from a sea monster, further suggests a connection to Poseidon. Despite these arguments, the majority of scholarly opinion maintains that Perseus is indeed the son of Zeus. The ancient sources are consistent in their portrayal of Zeus as the father of Perseus, and there is no direct evidence to suggest otherwise. The myth clearly states that Zeus impregnated Danaë, and the divine parentage is central to the hero's identity and significance in Greek mythology. Furthermore, the feats and abilities of Perseus can be attributed to his divine parentage from the king of the gods. In conclusion, while there may be some speculation surrounding the parentage of Perseus in Greek mythology, the majority of scholarly opinion maintains that he is indeed the son of Zeus. The ancient myth consistently portrays Zeus as the father of Perseus, and there is no direct evidence to support the claim that Poseidon is his true father. The divine parentage of Perseus is an important aspect of his identity and significance in Greek mythology, and it is clear that his extraordinary abilities and accomplishments can be attributed to his lineage from the king of the gods.